The time is 5 o'clock on this Sunday evening, June 9th, 2019. Time now for the Peter Chill 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, June 9th, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 5 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 76 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news is DHS chief calls for detention of families by hearing process. Hong Kong march, hundreds of thousands protest extradition bill. Texas police chiefs found after being knocked overboard by a large wave. Mexican military begins arresting migrants breathing in the beast trained to the U.S. border. O'Rourke, this is his hour poll, showing him a 2% support. California man died in April at Dominican Republic resort after drink from hotel room minibar, family said. Third child dies after horse drawn carriage hit in Michigan. Poll shows Biden still leading down, but support is still slipping as Warren Buttigieg surge. Family searches for answers 1 year after veteran's death. Person of interest impossible to trace serial murders in custody. Manchin says Trump could ease up on Hawaii if trade talks demands. Maduro reopens Venezuela border with Colombia. Sudan opposition group calls for civil disobedience bond protest. Crackdown. Johnson balks at Brexit costs as leadership race hots up. As Jeff Bezos proud to space travel, Amazon executive emerged from shadows. Burger King employee filmed mopping tabletops after cleaning the floors. Private time space as traffic gas NASA to open the international space soon to tourists. Looking at news from the wires, a North Korean newspaper has highlighted the benefits of radio frequency identification or RFID in the management of livestock. G20 leaders expressed serious concerns about trade tensions. U.S. deploys second Cobra ball surveillance plane to Japan. The remains of a soldier under the United Nations command killed during the 1950-53 Korean War have been found out, according to Seoul's military. Pope Francis on Sunday decried the increase in use of social media and culture-driven insults. American Airlines has extended its cancellation Boeing 737 MAX flights by the beginning of September. And the dates southeast including foot of rain in western North Carolina. Spirit Airlines passengers sets off plane smoke detector with e-cigarette. Mountain fire in Arizona 50% contained. The 2-day search of the missing Texas police chief ended Sunday after his body was found, and the U.S. Coast Guard announced. Texas will become the 15th state to raise the minimum age to purchase all tobacco products, including e-cigarettes, from 18 to 21. One man was taken into custody and multiple people sustained minor injuries after a reported man with a gun at the Capitol Pride Parade in Washington, D.C. on Saturday night. While showers and local severe thunderstorms across the southern United States on occasion this week, the weather bubble would not be as persistent as in recent weeks. Peter Children's time is 5:03. In Wilmington, Massachusetts, a woman police are searching for a missing juvenile. 11-year-old Blake Bork has been reported missing. He was last seen in the Kittle Street area wearing a Boston Bruins t-shirt, SpongeBob SquarePants, pajama pants, and flip-flops. If anyone sees Blake or has any further information, they have to call 911 or 978-658-5071. And now, sports time at 5:03. Boston Red Sox dropped 3 out of 4 to the Tampa Bay Rays in the week after falling to the Tampa Bay Rays at Fenway Park, 6-1. And the North Lancers softball team are moving on to the next round of the tourney with a 2-1 win over the Dagnville Falcons Athletic Field. And the Lancers got on the board in the bottom of the third on it. The Cloak Rangers 2 out to RBI. Double in the bottom of second inning, and then Dagnville got a run, and Norton's moving on to the next round while they're taking on the Falmouth down in Falmouth on Monday. Look at some of our Major League Baseball scores. Atlanta 6, Miami 6 in the middle of 11th, bottom of 10th, Cleveland 7, in New York 7, Cleveland 6. Milwaukee 5, Pittsburgh 2. Top of that, Chicago Red Sox 5, Kansas City 1. Bottom of 3rd, Oakland 5, Texas 0. Bottom of 4th, LA Dodgers 1, San Francisco 0. Seattle 2, LA Angels 0. And middle of 4th, Washington Nationals 1, San Diego Padres 0. Cincinnati 4, Philadelphia 3. Arizona 8, Toronto 2, Minnesota 12, Detroit 2, Colorado 6, Colorado 1, New York 6, and Houston 4, Baltimore 0. And the Pawtucket Red Sox fall to the Rochester Red Wings 5-3. And tonight, Boston Bruins will try to keep their Stanley Cup playoff final hopes alive as they will try to stave off elimination tonight. Game 6 against the St. Louis Blues in the Stanley Cup Finals in St. Louis. Game time, 8 o'clock. Kevin Durant injury update. Worst start practice Sunday increase in hope for Game 5 return in the NBA Finals. Ron Quinterman, Joe Shillman calls TKO lost at usually 2:30 straight up. Wrong. And Rutgers baseball student, come on, Rutgers saves Mental season with a 19 strikeout no-hitter. Peter Chill news time, 5:05. Time out for Peter Chill traffic transit check. Beep! On the MBTA Woodline Spirits delays up to 50 minutes because of the switch problem at JFK 730 station. Apartments name 2811, 4:30 p.m. stop station over 10 minutes basket between Hyde Park Apartments and later arrival equipment. And the ferries, they are looking good. All right. How was Zimbabwe to New England on this Sunday afternoon in Rhode Island? Ninety-five, northbound side, slower and downtown Providence. 146 of northbound side, a little slower and the North Smithfield area, Jamestown, Newport, Mount Second River Bridge is all looking good. Route 600 westbound side, so between 7 down to Sagamore Bridge, and then 300 the northbound side, here came between Marshfield down to 18 in Weymouth. 495 the northbound side, so between 44 Middleburg down to Route 24 in Raynham. Silver Expressway, both ends by between Dorchester and the Mass Pike downtown Boston, 120 northbound side. Silver Route 1 and Peabody, 120 southbound side, so between Peabody down to Linfield. 93, both ends down to Boston back left. Silver Expressway, both ends by between Quinton and downtown and Boston. The Mass Pike, both ends by between the Princeton and the Logan, where some Callan tunnels are looking good. 93 southbound, so between some of them down to Boston. Mass Pike eastbound south between 84 and Sturbridge down to Charlotte, and 84 eastbound south around 29 of the Pike and Spring Sturbridge. 391 northbound south also on Holyoke Stretch. 84 eastbound south on West Hartford down Harvard, Connecticut. Route 9 on the westbound south of Middletown, Connecticut. 84 eastbound also around Newtown, Connecticut. 84 westbound south around the Denver Stretch. 95 northbound side slow between Greenwich down to Fairfield at 95 and the southbound side of North Connecticut at 95. Both ends between Guilford and Madison, Connecticut, and up in northern New England. 93 on the southbound side, also after Route 101, Manchester, New Hampshire, and 93 on 95 southbound south to the Portsmouth, New Hampshire. 295 on the northbound south around Falmouthsburg in Portland, Maine. 8789, 91 on the southbound side, Lewis one then. U.S. Canadian up in Vermont, and 89 northbound side, Lewis around the Canadian border, and August 15 north southbound side, Lewis one U.S. Canadian border 7 Quebec, and upstate New York and Vermont. Peter Chill news time, 5:08. Time now for weather report. Another winner in the weather department this weekend. Today, perfect sunshine, perfect temperatures, perfect for any outdoor activities. Tonight's going to go like this. It's going to be mostly crisp, about 49 degrees, stopping about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Becoming common evening Monday, and crisp skies about 7 degrees. Common coming up around 5 to 8 miles in the morning. Monday night, showers and thunderstorms possible at midnight. Some stores produce heavy rain, patch rock after 11 p.m. Low around 63 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Just for the 1% dew points between a quarter and an inch possible for Tuesday, showers are possibly a thunderstorm before 1 p.m. and a chance of showers. Some storms produce heavy rain, patch rock before noon. 35 degrees. South about 5 to 7 miles coming northwest in the afternoon. Winds kick size 20 miles an hour. Just for the rain, said dew points between a quarter and an inch possible. Tuesday night, patch clouds about 52 degrees. Northwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour for Wednesday. Sunday about 76 degrees, and northwest about 5 miles coming southwest in the afternoon. Wednesday night, chance of showers at 5 a.m. Mostly guys about 52 degrees. South about 3 to 5 miles an hour, just for the 30% for Thursday. Showers likely rain up to 9 a.m. Clouds skies about 70 to about 57 degrees. Southeast to about 5 to 8 miles an hour, just for the 7% for Friday. Chance of showers for 9 a.m. Partly clouds about 76 about 56 degrees, and southwest about 5 to 10 miles an hour, just for the 30%. Saturdays, both sides partly clouds about 76 about 58 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 9 miles an hour for Sunday. Both sides about 77 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Right now, northern it's fair skies, and it's 76 degrees, and that's going to be for the Peter Chill 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, June 9th, 2019. Peter, hope you have a good evening. When I goodbye to the hope you have a wonderful day, and go Bruins!